Basketball is supposed to be about skill, teamwork, and competition. But throughout NBA history, there have been moments when things went completely off the rails. From all-out brawls to teammates throwing punches, to referees caught gambling, and even guns in the locker room. Today we're breaking down the craziest NBA fights and controversies of all time. November 19, 2004, Detroit Pistons vs. Indiana Pacers. The Pacers were up by 15 points, with less than a minute left. The game was basically over. But then, Ben Wallace got fouled hard by Ron Artest. Wallace shoved him. Tensions escalated, players gathered, and Artest tried to calm himself down by lying on the scorer's table. And then it happened. A fan threw a cup of beer at Artest. Artest stormed into the stands, Stephen Jackson followed, Jermaine O'Neal threw punches. Suddenly, it was players versus fans in the ugliest brawl in NBA history. The punishments were severe. Ron Artest suspended 86 games, the longest suspension in NBA history. Stephen Jackson got 30 games. Jermaine O'Neal, 15 games. The Malice at the Palace wasn't just a fight, it was a turning point. It forced the NBA to completely change security and player-fan boundaries forever. Fast forward to 2022, Golden State Warriors training camp. The team had just won a championship, but behind the scenes, tension was building. A leaked video showed Draymond Green walking up to Jordan Poole during practice. They exchanged words, and then out of nowhere, Draymond punched his own teammate. Locker room fights happen, sure, but when the video went public, the world saw it. It wasn't just a private team matter anymore, it was global news. The Warriors kept Draymond, but not long after, Jordan Poole was traded away. The punch became a symbol of how fragile team chemistry can be, even on a championship roster. If you thought fights were bad, how about a referee betting on games he was officiating? In the mid-2000s, the FBI uncovered that NBA referee Tim Donaghy was gambling on games. He admitted to betting on matchups where he was the official, and even claimed other referees influenced outcomes too. For the NBA, this was a nightmare. If fans can't trust that the games are fair, the entire league's credibility is at risk. Commissioner David Stern called Donaghy a rogue official, but conspiracy theories still surround the scandal to this day. 2009, Washington Wizards locker room. Gilbert Arenas and teammate Javris Crittenton got into a dispute over a card game and gambling debts. What did Arenas do? He brought guns into the locker room as a joke. Yes, actual firearms, inside an NBA facility. The league immediately suspended Arenas and Crittenton. And just like that, Arenas' career, once on the rise, was completely derailed. One poor decision cost him everything. From a Malice at the Palace, to teammates fighting, to referees fixing games, to guns in the locker room, the NBA has had its fair share of chaos. But each of these controversies forced the league to evolve. Stricter security, new dress codes, community programs, and a stronger focus on image. Today, the NBA markets its stars as global icons and role models. But the history will always remind us that the NBA wasn't always this clean. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more NBA stories.